just kind of casual, just, I don't know. It makes you feel comfortable, that you're comfortable in your own skin. There's no clothes that can do that for you. But when you feel comfortable in those clothes, it is kind of a reflection of how you feel in your skin.
But something I had to learn.
I'm happy to have you on again, chatting about beauty matters. And today we said we're going to talk about what is age-appropriate dress. I'm sure we all have our take on that. Maybe some experiences you could give of things you saw that were like, oh, why? And others is just like, nailed it. And I can start saying that I was really impressed in Sweden, for example, because we talked about how cultures is a little bit different. How I felt like everyone had, and I mean from like 8 to 80, this kind of casual but boho chic look in their house, on their clothing. It was trendy. It wasn't, you couldn't look at someone and it's like, yeah, you're married with 3 kids. That muumuu says everything. You couldn't do that. They were so on trend, but it wasn't not age appropriate, as in some islands, I'm not going to name some that I've lived in the Caribbean, that women are 60 years old and they still got cleavage down to here and they're wearing the short shorts, and you're like, ugh. Beyond the not modest, it just doesn't look age appropriate. It doesn't look right for your age. You're dressing like you're 13 or 14. And to the opposite effect, I've gone to events that were formal events, you know, that were looking nice, but it wasn't a quinceañera, but they're wearing this big old poofy dress. And you're like, ooh, you know, and they're like 20 something years old. It's like, that was a long time ago. I know you want to wear that dress again, but maybe not. So those are some examples that came to my mind when I thought like age appropriate has a lot of different influences on it. Culture, climate, background. So what are some of you guys' thoughts on age appropriate wear? And then maybe if you feel like you'd like to share some examples of your wardrobe.
Absolutely. Who would you like to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I nominate spring.
Okay.
Spring's next. Who's next?
Well, so first of all, I mean, obviously you guys know I have opinions on everything.
I think we all do. I think that's why we're doing this.
Well, and that's part of being a strong woman is we know what we like and we know what we think is appropriate, what's good, what's not good.
Sure.
So I'm not buying into the whole age appropriate genre. When I was a teenager, there were teenage clothes and there were mom clothes and there were grandma clothes, and where you shopped in the department store was based on your age. I don't like that. I think it's awful. Fashion is fashion and style is style. And if you're up to date within reason and your clothes fits well, why not shop in the juniors department? And if you're 14 or 15, why not shop in misses? It's okay as long as it's fitting you properly. It's modest.
So true.
And one of the things is, we've talked a little bit about Christian dress. We want to stand out as different, but we don't want to stand out in a way that's different, cringy.
Different.
Where people question our ability to make decisions or whether we're in reality. And unfortunately, you know, women can, because they want to be modest, they dress much older or outdated styles. Mm-hmm. And really it's not about that. It's about having things that fit properly. If you are wearing underwear that is giving you a muffin top because that was your favorite 20 years ago, to update things. If your bras aren't fitting properly and you're showing things, you know, that's not modest, no matter how, you know, what type of garment it is. those are my biggest takes, and I really have absolutely no problem shopping at a junior store, or throwing in some Ann Taylor here and there.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me one bit.
I like it. I totally agree with everything you said. And I thought too, add to that, body type. Know your body type. What looks great on the mannequin may not look great on you, because I'm hippie. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have much of that, but I'm very hippie. So what works for someone else and looks modest on them, on me, looks like I'm going somewhere else. Like not going to a Christian gathering, but somewhere else. So I have to, and I had to finally get that just because it looks good, it's on trend, it's cute on so-and-so, if on you, it gives the wrong message, then it's X-nay.
Yes.
So, and it's changed, like you said, throughout our own ages, that at least for me, what was age appropriate or that looked right. I always shopped in different sections too, like you said, but finding something that fits me too, because I'm short, I'm 5'4", barely 3.5. Then there's some things too, they're going to be too long on me that would maybe be too short on someone that's taller.
Yeah.
And Sylvia, what's your take?
So I like to look fresh and current. So like, and mostly that kind of, those styles are maybe in the junior section. But what I do now is maybe just take one piece for my outfit. So instead of, when you see the picture and they've got the jeans, the top, everything. If I'm going to use the jeans, then I'll probably have a different, maybe just a solid top. Or if I'm going to have a fun print on the top, then I'll have my jeans that I know fit me the way I want them to fit. So that I don't look like I'm trying to be in a fit with a group that, is not really who I'm with anymore. So not to look too childish, but then not to look,
Too matronly.
Exactly. You don't want that look either. So for example, here is something I used to wear. I used to love these little teeny bows, but I think a little teeny bitty bow like this looks childish. But I do have, I guess you can tell, this one's like, it's large. It's the pretty rose gold color, and it's like a fake leather. So it's a lot more sophisticated. So to update it, I also used to layer a whole ton of accessories when I was younger. And now I try to pick like maybe one signature piece and, paired it back a lot. So it's not so loud, so much going on. So that's kind of the direction I've taken, so that it can be on trend, but not, super faddish.
Totally agree. I totally agree. And for me, with things that I love, like we talked earlier, but I love sundresses. I've always been in hot climates. This is my go-to. It's like, la, 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 I feel carefree. And especially when I have my hippie braids in, I'm like, woohoo. But if I'm going somewhere that's going to be a more formal setting, then I will throw something on it. Something that still has a little edge on it, like my little faux leather and like a little dusty pink. It makes it fun. Adds a little color, but then also makes it a little more serious. Might put the braids back. No, it's business, Shira. So there are little things you can do. Like you said, I like to stay on trend too, but I am not a slave to trends. I know you guys aren't either. So there's some things that are just classic and have been in your wardrobe forever. Do you guys have any of those pieces? Like this black skirt for me, it survived like so many eras because it's a perfect length. For me, it's like just over my knee, like just under the knee, kind of a pencil skirt, form fitting, but not too tight, because that's really not flattering on anyone. I honestly don't believe that too tight skirts look great on anyone. Maybe, I don't know. I can't really think of an example, but I know Spring and I talked about skinny jeans, and I love how at the beginning that was kind of controversial for some of us, just like, oh, those are too tight. But on a lot of people, they look very nice. There you go.
Super cute.
I'm rocking the holes. Wait, I just say that this is the first pair of holy jeans I've had in my entire life.
And I refuse to pay for jeans with holes in them. That's just still my thing. It's still a thing I got.
They were $6 at Target. So I was like, they'll be painter jeans.
They're adorable.
Target.
Also, they're high-waisted, which I'm loving.
I'm getting more into those these days too.
You know what? High-waisted pants save your figure. Stop wearing low-waisted pants because they make your body produce fat above the waistline. Just don't do it. Can we just be done
I
with it?
find too they make me scared to bend over. There's like
Yes.
certain things, and like even dancing, like you can't raise your hand so much.
Yep.
You're just like, oh, there's no more than you want to. There's always that. So
Yes.
yeah, I've gotten away from low rise in more recent years. And that's a dangerous thing too, shopping in the junior section, because depending on the trend, everything is low rise.